Do you feel stuck right now? What if I told you in 21 days you could reset your mindset, rebuild your identity, and start moving through life again with clarity and power? That's what we're going to talk about today. So 21 days. I've broken this up into a 21-day challenge, which is basically 3 weeks or 3 phases. And in a nutshell, the first phase, week 1, is about breaking chains. And that is about your internal world. It's about bringing up the beliefs that you have, limiting beliefs that you have, beliefs that you've developed over time based on what others have told you. And it's about fleshing out the internal dialogue and those scripts that are running in the background that don't serve you. Either they don't serve you or they're just not true. So that's phase 1. Phase 2, or week 2, is about defining your unique vision. It's about getting crystal clear on what you want in life, not what you think others want you to pursue. It's about defining what your ideal life is and about getting clear on that. Phase 3 is about forging that rhythm. So you've developed your vision, and now we're going to create the plan and the routine and the structure around that vision to support that vision to move you towards actualizing the vision that you set forth for yourself and moving towards that. So that's the 3 phases. Again, week 1, it's about the mental game. It's about breaking those chains of the internal world. Phase 2, or week 2, is about creating your vision. And then phase 3 is about developing the systems around that vision so you can move towards that. So week 1, phase 1, it's all about breaking the chains. It's breaking the chains of the internal world, of the subconscious scripts that are going on in the background. 95% of our reality that we see from day to day is based on those scripts that are running. And those scripts, we don't know they're there. They're all in the subconscious. And they're filled with things from our past. Some from childhood, some from, heck, a week ago. They're all filled with our experiences and our interpretations of those experiences. And they turn into scripts that we run in different situations. Brings up different scripts. And 95% of the world we see are based on those. So week 1 is designed to dig those things up and go, okay, what's true and beneficial? What might be hard, but still there's some truth there and that's beneficial to face it. And then what is just absolutely false that we need to replace with the truth and let that go. So that's week 1. Week 1 is all about that. And each day is designed with journal prompts and action items. And if you want to get your copy of this, of the 21-day challenge, you can go to the description below. You can download it yourself. You keep it on your computer. You can print it out, and it walks you through the 21 days, each phase, each of the 3 weeks. So you can get that there. But week 1 is about breaking the chains, and it's about rewriting that script that's going on in the background. So I just want to encourage you with this first phase to take your time with it. It's probably the most challenging phase of the 21 days of the 3 phases. It's probably the most challenging, but I encourage you to take your time with it. Each question, each journal prompt and action item for that day, take your time with it. Really kind of let it marinate, dig into it without going through this first phase of addressing your beliefs and where they came from, replacing false beliefs, negative beliefs that aren't true with the truth. Without going through that, it's going to be really hard, if not impossible, to then define what are your values, what do you want in life, and without being able to do that, then how are you going to build action items around that to get you to those goals? And if you do go through the other 2 phases without really addressing this first phase, you might end up with action items that are gearing you towards a goal and values that really aren't yours, aren't truly yours. So I encourage you to take your time in this first phase. It's 7 days. Devote some time to it, and it'll pay off in dividends when you get to phase 2 and 3. So take your time with it. So phase 2, this is the exciting one. It's about creating your unique vision. So what do you want in life? What are your values? This is the phase where you can dream. You've addressed the limiting beliefs and the internal world, and now we're moving into, okay, what do I want? What do you want? What do you want your life to look like? What goals do you want for your life? What do you want your family to look like? Or what values do you want your family to hold? That's what phase 2 is about. And it's about getting rid of, okay, what do I want in life? Oh, I want to be, I don't know, you name it. I want to be a doctor. Well, why? Is it, I want to be a doctor because that's what I think others would view as successful? Or is that what others think I should do based on X, Y, and Z? Or is that what I really want? And it doesn't have to be a doctor. It could be a number of things. I want to lose, or not lose, but I want to gain 20 pounds of muscle. Well, why? Why is that? And that's what phase 2 is. That's what this second week is. It's about identifying what do you actually want. If you develop a plan around things that you think others want you to achieve, well, it's going to be really hard to stick to that plan. Whereas if you build a plan based on your unique values and what you really want, sticking to that plan is going to become much easier because you're directly tied to it. You're passionate about it. You're invested in it. So phase 2, week 2 is all about going through and addressing and defining what you want as an individual, as you. So take your time with this one as well. It's a fun phase. It's a phase to dream and really dig into, maybe for the first time, what do you want? Anything. What do you want? So that's phase 2. Enjoy it. And now we're on phase 3, week 3. It's the last week of the 21-day challenge. So this is about systems. Okay, we've gone through the mental work. We've determined what is true, what is not. And we've done the work around that to bring the negative to light, bring the untrue stories to light, and address those things. And then from there, we went into what do you actually want? And we've defined that. You've defined that. You've defined that for yourself. What do you want? What are your values? Well, phase 3, week 3, this is about building those systems, building the routines to put in place. That way you can start moving towards those goals and towards what you want. It's about how you can live daily, live out your values that you've defined in phase 2, in the second week. So week 3 is about those systems. And again, just like the other 2 weeks, every day's got a journal prompt to work through and an action item to work through to ensure that you develop a system that works for your life. Everybody's different. Me, single dad, I've got my kids half the time. When they're with me, I'm basically a single dad of 3 kids, and that's a lot different. You could be married with 1 kid. You could be married with no kids or married with 10 kids. Everybody, I just say that everybody's different. So this third phase is about developing a system that works for your life, your unique life and situation. And it's about setting the systems in place to achieve the goals that you've laid out for yourself and for your family. So that's how to create change, drastic life-changing change in 21 days. It's simple and straightforward, not necessarily easy always, but that's the steps. Addressing what's going on up here, what scripts are running in the background, and making sure those are true. And then it's moving on to what do you want? What goals do you have for yourself, for you? Not goals that you think you should have based on what others either tell you or what you think others are thinking. That's phase 2. And then phase 3 is building systems in your life based on your unique life situation. It's building those systems in order to move you towards those goals that you've defined for yourself. It's building systems to ensure that daily you live in accordance to your unique values. Those are the 3 phases to drastically change your life in 21 days. If you want the prompts, the journal prompts and the action items, like I said, they're in the description below. You can click on that, download it to your computer, print it out if you want, whatever you want to do, however you want to approach it. But I've laid out the 21 days in that link below. You can get it there and start working through it and work towards big change in your life. It is a great jump start to shift the tide, to change direction in your life. So if you feel stuck, I'm about to start it myself, going into this new season of life that I'm in. I'm about to start it. So if you are in that season where you feel a bit stuck or just mentally jammed, I encourage you, download it, take a look at it, work it, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised where you end up at the end of the 21 days. So hope you all have a good day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.